Time 1780. Place a changing earth. The political terrain of the earth was changing.
The French Revolution stormed the world, forever changing how politics was done.
When the British fired in the early dawn, the War of Independence had begun. The die was cast, the rebel flag unfurled, and on to Concord marched the foe to seize the arsenal. There you know, waking folks, searching all around.
Across the Atlantic, the Americans were involved in their own revolution, the War of Independence. But these were not the only two revolutions. There was yet another, perhaps more important revolution. Our planet was never the same after.
The revolution started from the question of why were seashells found in the mountain's composition. This question spurred a lot of debate. The debaters fell into two camps, known as the Neptunists and the Plutonists. They fought, and fought. But their opinions came quite simply to this.
The rains came down and the floods came up. The rains came down and the floods came up. The rains came down and the floods came up. And the house on the rock stood firm.
The Neptunists believed that at one point huge floods have submerged the entirety of the earth. Consequently, mountains contain seashells.
The Plutonists, however, were not convinced. They ridiculed the Neptunists' view by saying that if the earth was submerged underwater, then where did all that water go?
The rains came down and the floods came up. The rains came down and the floods came up. The rains came down and the floods came up. And the house on the sand went splash.
The Plutonists proposed a different answer. They believed that internal and external forces played a role in changing the earth. What exactly were these forces, and how did they play a role? Well, they could not answer that yet.
Unlike most wars that result in destruction, this one resulted in the discovery of planet Earth as we know it. At the core of the discovery of our Earth was the question of how was it formed.
This question also resulted in the formation of two different schools. The first school was catastrophism. The second was uniformitarianism. They fought, and fought, but their views came down to this.
Catastrophists believed that the Earth was formed by sudden catastrophic events that resulted in the creation of our planet. These included volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, and even floods.
Uniformitarians disagreed. They thought that the view of the catastrophists would prevent the scientific study of the Earth. They rather believed that our Earth was shaped and still is shaped by forces and processes that acted in the past and are still acting today. Consequently, a study of the Earth now can reveal its past and how it was formed. Unfortunately, this was the extent of their knowledge. They could not even explain how mountains were formed. Nonetheless, the principle of uniformity was a foundational one in the creation of the science of geology.
Lyell, a uniformitarian, is considered to be the father of geology. He too was incapable of explaining how mountains were formed. He believed that the earth has not changed much since its formation and that all the animals on it have been in their current shape since the dawn of history.
Despite that, geology in general, and Lyell in particular, had a great influence on Darwin's theory of evolution. While Darwin was trying to work on his theory of evolution, geologists were categorizing rock formation through giving them names that implied their age.
For Darwin's theory to work though, he needed geologists to confirm that the Earth was old. Very old. older than what the craziest scientist in that era would grant.
So how old was the Earth according to the scientists of that era? Well, it ranged from cryptic ages such as this, 10,000 and more than 10,000 times 10,000 years earlier, to an archbishop who was so sure that he said that Earth was created at midday on the 23rd of October 4004 BC, to others who attempted to make bold scientific claims but never crossed the line of 24 million years. So how old is the Earth, really? Scientists now estimate it to be about 4.55 billion years, more than any of the fathers of geology could have ventured in the 1780s. Despite their faulty estimation, early geologists were creating something magnificent, a huge force that would conquer. They were bringing our Earth to science, creating geology.